J1. Check one, check two, 1, 2, check one, check two. Hey baby, we're live. Hey baby, we're live. We are live. We're live. Good morning, world. Batman. I love you, Batman. My favorite cat in the whole world, Batman. I love you. Batman, I miss you. It's beautiful love of a black cat. My favorite black cat in the whole world passed away a year ago, Batman. A year ago yesterday. Batman. Love you, Batman. Granny cat. Hey, Batman. Batman is still with us. Batman is still here. Batman is still happening. How are you, man? How are you? Welcome to the program, Marcus Conley reporting. What's going on today? Big debate. Oh, my God. The big Republicans, they're dueling it out. They're punching each other. They're kicking the shit out of each other. Who won the debate? Well, I tell you, for an hour and a half, I didn't watch it because that's just too much to ask. But I did watch the highlights. I liked a couple of jabs that Vivek Ramaswamy threw. We'll look at the opening statements. I think the three, I'll forget about Chris Christie at this point and Tim Scott. I don't think they're polling enough to even talk about, but it looks like of the remaining three, it looks like the media is starting to like Nikki fucking Haley. And of course, Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is a great candidate. Ron DeSantis would make an extraordinary president. He's level, he's young, he's smart. He has a track record of success. Is he enlightened enough? Is he futuristic and able to stimulate people's higher hope, like a Donald Trump or Barack Obama? I don't think so. I think Trump is still the leader, but we'll look at the debate as well. So. And over there in Israel, Gaza, the IDF military, Israeli military is reporting that 50,000 Gazian people, civilians, are on the march right now. On the march, trying to get the hell out of the way of the falling bullets and bombs. And Gaza, the Israelis are not, they're not calling any ceasefire whatsoever. They're just simply saying that there's a civilian pause, a pause in the bombardment of bombs. While they blow up every tunnel and every piece of everything in Gaza, they're allowing small windows of people ready to run away from their homes forever, right? And Israel's going to, if 50,000 people leave their homes in Gaza, that means you got 50,000 vacancies, right? The price of real estate goes up. So war, times of war, the Israelis are successfully flooding, bombing and blowing up and eviscerating the people of Palestine, getting them to leave their concentration camp. Very, very small windows. If there's 2 million people in Gaza and you're dropping bombs on their heads, I would say that there's probably more than 50,000 people that want to get the fuck out of there. But they're opening those windows up, 50,000. Where are the 50,000 people going to go? What are they going to do? Go into a higher level of concentration? Maybe they'll sit on the floor in a cage somewhere and hope that someone brings them a meal and sit there with their kids as they have no home, no possessions anymore, labeled prisoners of war, right? All that shit, right? So anyway, I don't know why this is like this. Your current bit stream is too low. Fuck you. My bit stream is right where it's supposed to be. And anyway, so that's my thumbnail today. Republicans, while there's war in Israel, there's war on this stage. One of these three is saying, fuck you to the other ones. You suck. Vote for me, right? That's essentially what elections are. This guy right here, he sucks. That lady over there, she sucks too. Vote for me. Right? The lady's saying, these guys are both full of shit. Right? That's all you get out of them. You get anger, right? Again, I think of the three, Ramaswamy's probably the smartest and most inspirational. I think DeSantis is the most experienced, and Nikki Haley, I have nothing really good to say about her. She seems like a Hillary Clinton. She seems, hell bent on insulting everybody and telling you why, not so much why she's good, but why they're bad. That's sort of vitriol. But Trump is smart to stay away from these characters, I think. And so look at that story. And I have a website. Where's my website? There's my website. Yeah, so Marcus Conte, that's me right there. We are locked out of Channel 1 for reasons of Hamas and Israel. Whatever I said got me scratched from Channel 1. You can't ask YouTube what you said or what happened. They'll tell you, you have to review it and then accept it for yourself. They won't say what you said, right? They won't give you the reason why you were censored. They'll just say, for example, in this case, medical misinformation. What medical misinformation? Can you elaborate? On a video about Israel blowing up a hospital, how am I guilty of medical misinformation? It's stupid and it's nonsensical, but that's what we're up against. But right now we're here. YouTube too, and maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't. I don't know. I don't know the answer to these questions. I really don't. All I know is I show up on a daily basis, and you guys show up too. Right? It's fucking amazing. So we're all here. So again, if you don't know where I am, just come to my website, marcusconte.com. And right over here in red, I will tell you what's going on. I will tell you the latest in censorship for people like me, right? In Gaza, 50,000 people fleeing. In the United States, tens of thousands of reporters fleeing as well for their lives, right? Who fucking knows what comes next, right? A knock on the door. Hey, man, you said something online that's fucked up. It sounds anti-Semitic. I need you to come downtown and answer some questions, motherfucker. So let's start here. Wow, America, the beautiful land of opportunity, land of the first world, the great Americans. It turns out that the Americans are living less in terms of time. Here's a statistic. American life expectancy rates have plummeted to a nearly 30-year low. Here's what's going on. Now, isn't science supposed to advance the human species? Why are we living less? Why are we dying sooner? So the life expectancy for Americans has dropped to the lowest levels in nearly 3 decades, according to Paramount Global Report. All right, we'll take it as true for a minute. With a meddling current average of 76.4 years, the United States has now been eclipsed by nearly every other developed nation, according to recent data. The last time the country reported lower numbers was 1996. So we're 34th, and 34th in terms of life expectancy. Who beats us? The average, our life expectancy is 76.4. The average is 80.3. How about that? Switzerland has the highest, 83.9. I know Japan is up there too. And you can speculate why. Oh yeah, it's this reason, that reason, the other reason. Well, it's that, the United States is a medically fucking corrupt country. where the medical profession forces you to do things that are not natural over and over and over again, for example. And very rarely do you hear the medical profession encourage exercise, diet, ideal body weight, drink water, take the sun, yoga, meditation. Never do you hear really our medical teams talking about that stuff. Instead, they talk about get your vaccine, get online, and wear your mask and all that stuff, right? Which are good things, I guess, if that makes you feel safe. So we're dying sooner. We are dying quicker. At least some of us are. I bet if you did a study in the United States, you would see a division within the country. I think that the mass majority of people, I would speculate, the mass majority of people are dying sooner. Their life expectancy is going down. But I would say that there's extremes as well. I think there's pockets of people in this country that are living a lot longer. I believe that. I'll do a deep dive. I don't have those numbers. This is pure speculation on my part. But I think that people, there are people in America in a wealthy nation like this, you can really, really take care of yourself. You just have to learn how to not listen to a lot of garbage and eat a lot of garbage and consume a lot of toxic things like stress and fear, right? and garbage food, right? Fast food. So I think the opportunities are there. It's just that people don't take them because they don't know they're there. Because they watch the TV and the TV tells them to, eat fucking Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Right, and and sit on your couch and drink beer, and smoke cigarettes, whatever else they tell you to do. So we're dying. Take charge of your life, man. Take charge of your life and live. You want to live. I want to live. So IDF spokesman, that is the Israel Defense fucking whatever. The Israelis, the Jews, said troops deepening. Move into Gaza City. This is the Israeli Times reporting. 50,000 Gazans moved south today. 50,000 people on the run from dropping bombs that are being dropped on their heads. Right? Again, I say it to my American brothers and sisters. America, the United States of America, has never ever experienced anything like this in modern history in our homeland. No bomb, no fucking anything has ever blown up our neighbors. No military has ever invaded and started to blow up our fucking underground whatevers, right? And get people to evacuate their homes and run south. This has never happened in American history. So you have to be sympathetic to the Gazan people. You could say, well, their leadership, Hamas, killed 1,400 Israelis at a rave a while ago. And that's the reason why we're doing it. We're done. We're finished. It's over. Gazans dead. Right? We're going to keep blowing up everything until there's, no more Hamas. They're killing Hamas off. It's arguable that Hamas was hiding in these underground tunnels. And Israel is successfully blowing up the tunnels, the entrances to the tunnels. So if there's anybody down there, they're going to die, slow. Run out of food, run out of air. Right? They're killing people, right? It's a killing machine. Israel's going in. Oh, this is how they get in the way, the fucking underground tunnels. Right? It's under a school, so we got to blow it up. Maybe it's under a school because they want to get the kids out of the fucking school because you're dropping bombs on top of them. Right. Has it ever occurred to you, Israel? And maybe that's why they built this vast underground network to get away from you dropping bombs on their heads. This is anti-Semitism. If you don't want to hear it, I know it's anti-Conti, you're anti-Semite. I can't take it anymore. You're pro-Palestine. You're fucking, oh my God, what an anti-Semitism, Jew-hating motherfucker. Just go away. I mean, or try to shut the fuck up and listen while this is being said. Try to listen to a different perspective on it, not the one that says the Jew is always right. So 50,000 Jews 50,000 Palestinians on the march, running from the Jew bomb. The Jew bomb. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Mark Sconti reporting. Bob Colon is here. Fear porn, my brother. Gothic Harlequin is here too. Miss Chicago, William R. Hall in the house. On the wrench, Vinny DiMartini, Weevil Girl's here. Chris Milk, what's up, everybody? Thank you all for coming over to Channel 2. It's a 1 week ban, so we'll be back there probably mid next week, back on 2, back on 1 if it's still there. Who knows, man? It's all good, man. It's all good because we're here right now, I guess. And so true. More than 130 tunnel shafts under Gaza were blown to pieces by combat engineers who are destroying the enemy's weapons and are locating, exposing, and detonating tunnel shafts, says Israel's Defense Force. So we know whose side America is on. It's unequivocal. They're behind who? They're behind the Israeli guns and bullets. And I bet these very bullets were purchased by Raytheon, and Boeing, and Lockheed Martin, selling them the guns and the bombs and the bullets. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. War, war, war. The war machine. Blow everybody up. Kill, kill, kill. One side is right. The other side is wrong. Killing is justified if you kill the right people. God damn it. They killed those people over there, so we're going to kill all of them. All right? Kill, murder, burn, blow up, destroy, starve. All right? That's what war is. Right? That's what war is. And so there they are. Those are the poor Palestinian people. That's what used to be their home. And because they're on the wrong side of economics, they're getting blown to pieces. There's a Israeli soldier looking down the tunnel, making the case. See, this tunnels. They have escape pods. All right, we should blow them all up. That's how they get in the way. All right, this is a destruction. You talk about Gaza was already in bad shape. What Israel is doing now is just totally dismantling everything, right? Dismantling power, dismantling, supply chain. Supply chain doesn't even exist. There's no trucks coming in and coming out, bringing in food. It's whatever you can grab and eat at this point for the Gazian people. Another month from now, they'll be eating each other or fucking, it's going to get really ugly. They'll report that the Gaza they're slipping into Israel and stealing food. They're holding up grocery stores. Well, what do you want them to do? Sit in Gaza and fucking starve to death? Is that your proposed idea? That the people of Gaza sit peacefully and quietly in the street while you kill them and blow up everything around them and starve them? What would you like them to do? What does Israel want the civilian population of Gaza, 2 million people, 3 million people? What do you want them to do? You are bombing them. You have them boxed in. Right? The fear. You talk about Jew fear, anti-Semitism and fear for the Jew. What about the horror that you're imposing on these innocent people? They're not innocent, Conti. They elected Hamas, and this is what you get. Fuck you. And that's what they're saying, right? Hamas was duly elected. Right? So there's tunnels, and they're blowing them up. all over Gaza. What's the market doing? The market's going to open in a few minutes. Hold on a second. I'm watching something right now. I don't know. It seems like it wants to go down. I think we're way up. That's the problem. I think the markets are a little inflated right now for whatever reason. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Breaking story. House committee to probe antisemitism. While the bombs are falling on the heads of the Gazan people, the House committee is probing antisemitism, which means anything that is pro-Palestinian, anything that says, please stop killing the Palestinian people is what? Anti-Semitism.
House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith, who has a big announcement about anti-Semitism on college campuses and financial ties between U.S. charities and foreign terrorist organizations. Congressman, welcome. What have you found out? Just
as a caveat, they're probing how much money flows into Gaza. How much money flows into Israel from the Jew population in America and the United States government? Billions and billions and billions of dollars. In the world, in the eye of the world, the United States is funding terror. Do you understand that? You see how the world sees it? The world sees America as funding this horrible terrorism. Not all of the world, but a good part of the world. America funds terrorism against the Gazan people in support of Israel, and that's bad. But if Palestine should get some money from somebody in America to fight back, that's terrorism. Let's watch.
Tell us.
It's great to be with you, Martha. We're actually going to be holding a committee hearing a week from today.
Yeah.
We'll be announcing that. Well, I guess I just announced that. But
it's a funny guy.
What we have been finding out, and of course we handle the tax code, being the Ways and Means Committee, is all the tax treatments that, of course, you see universities have, whether it's these huge billion-dollar endowments. It's quite alarming how they are looking at preferred speech rather than freedom of speech. And we have found in a lot of these...
Oh, the congressman has just dissected preferred speech as opposed to free speech, as if there's something different. No. You're engaging in preferred speech. That's not free speech. That's political speech, and that we can't have. Right? That's hate speech. What the fuck are you talking about? I never heard such a thing. Preferred speech versus free speech? What the fuck is this guy talking about?
We have found in a lot of these 501c organizations that, in fact, are sending money to terrorist organizations.
Can you name one, please?
So this is something we're going to have to fix in the tax code.
Even the commentators like, what?
Should not be using tax benefits to fund terrorism, especially terrorism overseas.
So are you saying that there's a link between that and these universities, or?
Right. What are you saying? That somehow we're going to probe universities and their groups where free speech is supposed to flourish, and young people are supposed to talk about the world that they live in and the world that they're about to engage. And let's go there and make sure that they're not engaging in any preferred speech. Is that what you're saying? Because.
Are you saying it's a separate thing?
Those are two different things. One, we're going to be looking at from the university perspective of how these universities who get special tax benefits.
you could see how twisted it is already. I'm not going to continue with it. House committee to probe anti-Semitism on college campuses. Where, why, and how? This was an exciting exchange. Watch Vivek Ramaswamy.
Well, I want to laugh at.
Vivek Ramaswamy is going to put Nikki Haley in her place. A long time ago, Nikki Haley said that Vivek Ramaswamy was in bed with the Chinese because he believed TikTok was a good fucking app. And for that, Nikki Haley called him a Chinese sympathizer. And it turns out Nikki Haley's daughter is a big fucking face on TikTok. So Ramaswamy politely points it out, and she calls him a scumbag.
I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which was about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
Leave my daughter out of your voice. Ooh, the scorn. Oh, leave my daughter out of your voice. She sounds like that's a Ted Cruz moment. Leave my wife out of this. Remember when Trump shit all over his wife, right? Or said something critical about his wife, and Ted Cruz melted. I would call that a Ted Cruz moment right there.
Out of your voice.
Adult daughter.
Out of your voice.
First.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
Adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it, and that's
the audience is rigged against Vivek Ramaswamy. Don't pay attention to the howling. That's all fucking plants. All right? They let in who they want to let in. Vivek Ramaswamy has very little, I imagine, crowd in the audience. So
actually the point. You have her supporters.
He's speaking to her supporters, right?
Propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
scum.
answer is.
She calls them scum. Now, Nikki Haley, did you in fact say that TikTok is a Chinese app that's stealing American secrets and very, very bad for America? Didn't you say that? And now he points out that you said it about him. And now he's pointing it out that your fucking daughter, you're talking about family values, and your own daughter is doing this thing that you say is so horrible. Is it so horrible to be playing around on TikTok? Of course not. The whole argument is ridiculous. But that's why it in my eyes, Nikki Haley looks like a jackass. If you followed the exchange at the beginning. So there's that. I thought the opening statements were fairly interesting. Let's watch some of the let's look at the market, and then we'll watch together what's going on here. And ding, we're open. And the market, what the fuck, man? So NASDAQ is up 31. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 16. And S&P 500 up 31, up 7, excuse me. NASDAQ up 29. Dow up 11. S&P 500 up 7. Let's look at the what's driving it. What's driving the market today? I don't know. And let's see. Apple up 49 cents. Google up 17. Nvidia up 9. Nice. Tesla down 3. Microsoft down 67 cents. Meta, formerly Facebook, down 15 cents. So I'm not really sure what's driving technology up at the moment. Rivian up 4 cents. Tilray up 2 cents. Bitcoin up 6% this morning. Bitcoin up $2,000. Wow. Look at that run. Look at that fucking run. Bitcoin versus US dollar up is 37,005. Right? It ran past 30,000. And it looks like it's moving up. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing. Lockheed Martin down a little bit, Raytheon up a little bit. I guess that speaks to the war in Israel. Right now, it's good for business. If you like war and you like the idea that Israel is about to totally fucking wipe out Gaza, then you should buy some of these: Boeing, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, because that's what they're doing. They're selling. Israel was just celebrating that they killed an arms dealer, a Hamas arms dealer. Well, what about these guys? These are not arms dealers? Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, what do? They make arms, and they deal them. Right? They're fucking arms dealers. It's ironic to point that out, right? It's fucking crazy. Anyway, so here's the debate.
Do you get TikTok banned if you use it?
Well, I want to laugh at
I don't want to.
Stage how they plan.
now. I'll take the hit.
There's one for all of
So there you go. You got 3. This is a NBC reporting. Let's watch the 3 opening statements. I thought Ron DeSantis, very impressive. Nikki Haley, I don't like her. I don't trust her. And Vivek Ramaswamy, knocked the skin off the ball with his opening statement. Wait until you hear what he said. He attacks the fucking media, right? In Trump-esque form. Watch.
Donald Trump is the first ex-president in more than 100 years to run for the White House again. And he remains popular among Republican primary voters as his legal challenges mount. Governor DeSantis, let me begin with you on this one. Speak to Republican voters who are supporting Donald Trump. Why should you and not him be the Republican nominee to face Joe Biden a year from now?
This country is in trouble, and the elites that have put us here, they don't care about you. They don't care that you're having to grapple with higher grocery prices or have higher gas prices. They don't care that your family's less secure because of the open border that's allowed drugs and even terrorists to come into this country. Well, I care. I am not going to sit idly by and let this country continue its downward spiral. We need leadership, and we need it now. I'll take the hits. I'll take the arrows. I'll take the slings, because ultimately it's not about me. It's about you. I will fight for you.
All right.
I will make sure to lead this country's revival. And
he's a really good, really buffed and polished, canned politician, right? I think he would make a good president. I think a lot of people would I think America would be okay with him. I really do.
I will win for you and your family. Actions
Can he win? I don't know. Only if Trump dies.
speak louder than words. We don't have time for excuses, and it's not something that we're going to be able to have all these distractions. As a veteran, I will get the job done. Now, if you look where we are now, it's a lot different than where we were in 2016. And Donald Trump's a lot different guy than he was in 2016. He owes it to you to be on this stage and explain why he should get another chance.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't owe you anything. He's already spoken to the American people over and over again for years. Trump doesn't need to be there. Trump's smart to not be there.
He should explain why he didn't have Mexico pay for the border wall. He should explain why he racked up so much debt. He should explain why he didn't drain the swamp. And he said Republicans were...
Those are good comments, man. Hey, Trump, why didn't you drain the swamp? You didn't drain the swamp, and then the swamp came back and bit you in the ass. Man.
Going to get tired of winning. Well, we saw last night, I'm sick of Republicans losing. In Florida, I showed how it's done. 1 year ago here, we want a...
All right, so that's him. Let's listen to Miss Haley. Let's listen to Miss
Utility bills. You have parents who
do it, so I promise you...
Utility bills. You have parents who are worried about what's being said or taught to their child in the classroom. There's no transparency. We have anti-Semitism all over our...
Let's call her Hillary Haley. Hillary.
College campuses, and students feel unsafe. You've got an open border where terrorists can come through, and we've got wars happening all
Or Nikki Clinton.
all over us, and there are dangers around us. You know, everybody wants to talk about President Trump. Well, I can talk about President Trump. I can tell you that I think he was the right president at the right time. I don't think he's the right president now. I think that he put us $8 trillion in debt, and our kids
All
are...
right, so there's another nothing burger. Watch Vivek Ramaswamy. This is fucking awesome. Watch this.
These are important issues, and the voters want and need to hear them. Mr. Ramaswamy, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
Watch Vivek Ramaswamy explode. This is fucking brilliant, man.
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023.
He's talking, Vivek Ramaswamy is speaking truth. He's saying that the Republicans are getting stepped on and slaughtered in the last election, which was a couple of days ago, which I wasn't allowed to talk about. And he's right. He's right in saying that. He's saying that the party needs new direction, right? Needs a rebirth of some sort again.
And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate.
Listen to this. Think about who's moderating this debate. This is fucking great.
Should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. You think the Democrats, and we've got Christian Welker here, do you think the Democrats would...
He's basically insulting the commentators, saying, NBC, you don't deserve to be here. Nobody's going to watch you fucking question us at all because nobody trusts you. If Tucker Carlson were doing this, there'd be millions of people watching, and or Elon Musk on the panel asking questions. There'd be millions of people watching, and guess what? Trump would be there, right? Why would Trump put himself in this position? So it's a great attack. Vivek Ramaswamy is going for the throat. He's going after the media and successfully.
2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party.
Right.
The Democrats, and we've got Christian.
Wow. Holy smokes. We're going to bring people into the party. Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and Tucker Carlson. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Christian, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media.
Yes,
and the
it is.
Media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation?
Wow.
Answer the question. Go.
Wow. He's asking the media. You promoted a fucking fake Russia story for years.
Mr. Roberts.
This is how we get
Smile it off, you bitch.
country back.
We didn't promote any fake Russia story. What are you talking about? You're making it up, man.
We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie.
No, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. You got to squeeze it in there, right? You got to squeeze it in there. You just talk right the fuck over him, right? That's all I heard, right? And it's really all I want to hear out of this panel because I don't want to hear from any of these other clowns, right? Fucking Chris Christie. Do you think I'm not going to play Chris Christie? I don't want to listen to him. Or Tim Scott with no votes.
Why you?
He's just like the black guy. Yeah, let's give the black guy 5 minutes, man, because we have to.
Audience, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's let the candidate speak. Governor Christie, why you and not former President Trump?
Forget about you, man. So you get the gist of it, right? In the opening statements, right? Vivek Ramaswamy knocking the skin off the ball. You gotta love him or hate him. He's calling out the fake media. Why are we even here? Why are you here asking me questions? Well, Vivek, don't show up, man. You know. So I guess in light of that, I see Ron DeSantis, nothing gained, nothing lost. I see Nikki Haley going down a notch or two just for being, belligerent, or just, I don't know, hard to look at, hard to listen to. I don't know what that is about her. She's got a certain something about her that makes it very hard to listen to. And Vivek Ramaswamy, he was the hero, right? going after the media. So thank you all for joining me. Marcus Conte reporting, and happy Wednesday to you. Is today Wednesday? Today's Thursday. Oh shit. Thursday. I'll see you guys next week on Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 3 days. I think we'll still be on this channel. If nothing changes, we'll be right here on this channel, and then maybe by Tuesday or Wednesday, the other channel will open up again, and we'll go back over there. And everybody will say, "Conti, where were you?" And I'll say, I'm here every day. All you have to do is come to the website and find out where they pushed us. We're on the run like the Gazans. Right? We're on the fucking run, man. Batman, if I could get 5 more minutes with Batman. Do you ever think about that? Do you ever think, like, when someone dies, you say, wow, if I could just 5 more minutes, like, that's all. Just 5. Batman, come back 5 minutes and we can do this for 5 minutes. Right? I love you, Batman. You're my favorite cat in the whole world. One of my best friends ever. Peace, everybody. Marcus Conte reporting.